Alright, we're back on the Normandy. Let's talk with Morgan.
Still hard to believe Malin betrayed me. Betrayed my work. Disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Always thought he lacked backbone. Shame I had to kill him. Might have made a good member of the team. Willing to get his hands dirty.
What about Malin's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
Gone now. Could recreate, but could always have recreated. Or improved. Taught Malin everything he knows. Didn't teach him everything I knew. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back on Tuchanka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do. Talk later?
Alright, let's now go down and talk with Thane. And then I'm going to double check if there is one more thing to talk about with Legion. I think there is.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event, as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity. It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
You don't seem to feel guilty.
Why should I? My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
Your body doesn't make the decision to shoot, your mind does. You make the choice to kill.
When someone aims a gun at you, you pull your trigger. You don't think. It's reflex. Any combat training conditions the body's reflexes. My training was very thorough. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
So if I shot you dead right now, a Drell court wouldn't convict me?
You'd be guilty because you chose to shoot me. If my reflexes caused me to draw and fire when I saw your gun come up, I would be innocent. Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
That time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid Drell memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
I haven't had a chance to speak to a Drell before. It's been fascinating.
I doubt many humans have. There are only a few 100,000 of us left after all. I won't keep you.
Only a few 100,000 of his people left. Gosh, just think about that. I mean, that's like bordering on extinction levels of numbers. I mean, we have, what, 7 billion humans here on Earth? There's only a few 100,000 Drell left.
Shepard, Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
We are building a consensus. Please try again later.
I have to get back to work.
Acknowledged.
So I think the last conversation we had was the last conversation that you can have with Legion. Alright, so we've talked Legion completely out. Alright. So. Who's ready to have some Krogan fun? I know I am. I've never been shy that I love the Krogan. And this is one of my favorite loyalty missions in the game. Because for a bit of it, we get to just walk around and just talk to everyone with Grunt. Especially when we get to meet the shaman and he's like, oh, I like you. Just realized I didn't put Morden's alternate outfit on. There we go. Hey Shepard, I just wanted to let you know that the Drell kid's doing okay. Everything's taken care of legally and he's doing some work for me. Helping me deal with some trash in the wards. Maybe make life better for some of the kids like Mouse. Not perfect, but then what is? Don't know if your Drell and mine are talking. I told him life was too short not to. But I don't know if it took. Good luck out there, Bailey. It takes. After all, Kolyat does show up on Thane's deathbed on the Citadel. So many conflicting, interesting emotions and feelings I have towards that and how they handled Thane. The fact they had one last good fight, being able to take on Kai Lang evenly, even though he was basically dying, in a dying state, and he still evenly took him on. Kai Lang did win that fight, but still, as Thane said, the guy should have been embarrassed. And then his deathbed scene was a nice scene. And then the bit with the videos in the Citadel DLC was also pretty good. Though I will say, the people who romance Thane, yeah. I mean, it was at least handled better than the Jacob one. But still. Alright, Grunt's got the weapons I want him to have. Alright, come on, Grunt. Let's introduce you to Reeve and Uvenk.
Solarians, too. Those little bastards think they're so smart.
Clan Erdnot has increased in strength after the destruction of Clan Werlock. It appears the Erdnot raided the weakened Werlock base for leftover weapons and supplies. Also, I have been...
Child. My son. Like tackle the
Also, you have been what?
It was good. This is the great Krogan homeworld. This is the land of Kredok, Shiagar, and Viol. This chunk of rock is barely worth standing on. Never thought I'd miss the tank.
Alright, let's give the piece to the mechanic over here.
One wrong step, Shepard.
Don't touch anything. Do I look like I have time to talk? I've got work to do. Those fools brought this Tomka back from a skirmish without its combustion manifold. They say it got shot off in the field. You tell me, how can you expect a Tomka to run without a combustion manifold?
I found a combustion manifold out in the field. Is this what you need?
That'll work. Faster than building one from scratch, at least. You just saved me 3 days' work, human. You've earned my time if you want it.
How do you feel about Reeve?
Reeve thinks like the ancients. There's a lot of wisdom in that rattling head of his. I don't like Clan Gatatog, but the instant anyone steps out of line, they'll be torn apart like a pyjak on Retribution Day.
Let me get out of your way.
Don't do me any favors.
Well, fine then. I won't.
One more win in the pits, and I'm retiring.
My scout made it back. We've got him at the tent. Doesn't remember much beyond getting tortured, but he remembers you. Said you yelled at him until he got his hump out of that basin back here. You've got a quad, human. Thanks for saving my scout. Saves me having to train another one.
Huh.
Don't your storehouses have automated defenses?
Why bother? Half of what we eat is vermin. And if we get hold of defense systems, we don't use them to guard grain. We've got weapons stockpiles to take care of. Beyond that, our women and children get the security.
Your enemies go after civilians?
Easiest way to wipe out a clan. Women and kids can fight, but they're always outnumbered if another clan goes after them. If its women and children are killed, the clan's hope for the future is lost. It falls apart. As for us, we take prisoners if we can. Raise them ourselves. Their clan's loss is our gain.
Thanks for the information.
Don't know about the rest of your species, but you're good in my books, human.
I'm surprised he doesn't let me, do anything in regards to that little minigame you can do, but whatever. Let's show Grunt to Reeve and Uvank.
Yes, Shepard. Speak up so I can get back to business. What do you want?
I have a Krogan on my crew. He has some kind of sickness and needs treatment.
This Krogan smells like a juvenile. Was this clan destroyed before it was taught how to live?
I have no clan. I was tank bred by the warlord Okier. My line distilled from Kredok, Moro, Shiagar, Turg, Rend, Violetta.
You are the offspring of a syringe, not fit to walk to Chanka.
I am pure Krogan. You should be in awe.
You are the product of Okier? He's well hated.
He is dead.
Too bad. Hate is good. Influential.
Huh. Grunt's link to Okier is good.
Why would you care about Okier? This is about Grunt.
He thinks a link to Okier could be worth allowing this thing to become an adult.
A maturation ritual.
Nothing so infirm. He's becoming an adult. He must face the rite of passage.
I will not allow this. You risk your status, Reeve. Your clan.
Do you wish to become Urdnot Grunt?
What does the rite of passage require?
The shaman will discuss that. Grunt will succeed, or he'll die. Just like the rest of us.
You would allow a cloned Krogan to join Clan Urdnot?
No, I would not. But Warlord Okier is well known. Grunt could win us some influence. Clan Urdnot can't stay dominant forever. Some of our people will never accept this. We'll have to see how Grunt fares in the rite.
What happens if he doesn't do this rite of passage?
If his clan is destroyed, he can be killed without taking the rite.
Whoa.
And I advise against delaying the rite any longer. The rite secures clan membership. There is no cure for his mood. He's Krogan.
Huh.
We didn't come all this way for nothing.
Yes, my blood demands this.
Then speak with the shaman. Seek him here, and prepare yourself. You as well, Shepard. Grunt is your crew. You are part of this.
Of course, the answers are slightly different. Plus, we get to hear
special
more
they
Jim
have on the
Cummings
accident?
talk, and
That
I'm
crap
always
box
down
in
for
Ray.
that.
Should be out hunting. Fixes.
I mean, if it's not obvious, I'm a huge fan
You
of
don't
his,
have
and
the
why would I
money
not
to
be?
try.
He's amazing. Let's see.
Watch it, human.
Go away. The envoy to the female clans doesn't have to listen to aliens.
You go beyond yourself, Gatatog Uvank. The rights of Urdnot are dominant. How do we know it will challenge him? He's unnatural. The beasts of the right could ignore him like a lump of plastic. They know blood no matter the womb. Your barking does not help your case. I'll speak for myself. This is the tank bread. It is very lifelike. Smells correct as well. Your protests ring hollow, Uvank.
I don't care what this idiot says. Grunt has the right to be here.
There's some fire, and from an alien. Oh, the shame this heaps on those who whine like pups. If this must stand on ritual, then I invoke a denial. My Grant stands against him. He has no one. My patience is tested, but Uvank invokes correctly. Grunt, who is your Grant? Your allies willing to kill and die on your behalf?
Grunt will strengthen Clan Urdnot. Name our target, and it will die.
Spoken well. Most aliens, and some Krogan, do not understand our ways. I believe this human does.
Yes,
Aliens
I
don't know
do.
strength. My followers
I'm
are
about to
true
show it,
Krogan.
too.
Everything about
Watch
Grunt
this.
is a lie.
Pow!
You dare.
Yes, I do dare.
I like this human. He understands. I withdraw my denial. This will be decided elsewhere.
Oh, you did not just shove me out of the way.
Them. Reason enough for me to like you. They're your problem now.
I love this shaman. He's so like, yeah, I like you. You know our ways. You are awesome. Alright.
We're
in
ready.
the right.
Let's do this.
Excellent.
I love that one. Just straight up headbutts him, and then Shepard's like, oh gosh, my neck. Ow. I don't know how much thicker or harder the skin of a Krogan is compared to a human. I just know that a lot of times if you headbutt someone, your head really hurts afterwards. So I imagine Shepard's head was like, ow, why did I do that? Alright. Yeah, particle beam would be good for the thresher maw. I do have the nuke now, by the way. The mini nuke gun. I wouldn't use it here though. I once tried it, and then the thresher mod dropped, like he dove under the ground, and I missed. I was like, no!
This is Tachanka's most recent scar. The last surface city to fall in the rebellions. The Keystone was at the heart. It has survived wars and the passage of centuries. It endures. Like the Krogan.
It endures like the Krogan.
If you wish to join Clan Urdnot, you must contemplate the Keystone and its trials.
What will happen?
Who knows? You must adapt. You must thrive no matter the situation. Any true Krogan will.
I just like that. He's like, who knows? No one knows.
Let's
Could
get
be anything.
started,
Could
Shepard.
be anyone.
Hit the keystone.
In a moment, Grunt. Gotta do some looting.
Let's get started, Shepard. Hit the keystone.
Hold on, Grunt. I like how you're already hearing, like,
Let's get started,
roars
Shepard.
and,
Hit the
you
keystone.
know, of different creatures in this area. Very indicative of, I mean, just look at this. This is the surface of Tuchanka. Look at this. Howling winds. Look at this. Look at the sun.
Shepard. Hit the
Oh
keystone.
my gosh. It's just no wonder that they talk about how this place had like a nuclear winter. Just look at how this place is.
Let's get started, Shepard. Hit the keystone.
Alright, friends, alright.
Conquered Tuchanka and mastered a natural world only we are fit to hold.
Here they come.
Alright, here we go. Aaron?
Sniper rifle target eliminated. Rerouting power to shields.
Yeah!
Long-range kit sniper rifle neutralization.
On the ground, now! There. These beasts will know I'm worthy.
Yeah. Just love how Grunt gets so into it. Yeah.
Overclocking kinetic barrier systems. Long-range target distance shot effective. Target eliminated.
I see them. They'll all die.
Order received. Long-range kill. Ready for next target.
Ah.
Here they come. I'm ready.
Sniper rifle neutralization. Hostile engaged.
Ah.
Under fire. Long-range target. Long-range kill. Sniper rifle distance shot effective.
There. These beasts will know I'm worthy. I'll put them down.
Alright. Next part.
Then the Krogan were lifted to the stars to destroy the fears of a galaxy. An enemy only we could chase to their lair.
Crawlers, come to your death.
They've seen us.
Huh. A substitute for the Rack 9.
Emergency shields engaged.
We know that was actually what they were talking about.
Target processed. Target eliminated. Attacking target. Contact below.
Hello. I wish we had fought those big things. I just think that would have been very appropriate for this type of rite of passage for the Krogan. Coming from over here now.
Automated flight weapon ready.
Right.
Yes. Enemy disabled.
Impact shot!
Acknowledged.
Come on.
We need to trigger the keystone to continue
Oh.
the right.
Alright, ready to take on a pressure maw?
Krogan bear the genophage. Our reward. Our curse. It is a fight where the only goal is survival.
Feel that?
Alright, here we go.
Everything is shaking. I'm ready. Incoming!
Where are you? Come on. There you are.
Impact shot! Enemy with
Man.
Targeting order process.
right on your ass.
No, I was like, why are my shields not doing that?
Acknowledged.
Right. They're all mine.
And it's
Right.
dead.
Following.
We have company. Good. I want more.
You live, and you brought down the Thresher Maw. No one has done that in generations. Urdnot Rex was the last.
My Krant gave me strength beyond my genes, which are damn good.
This will cause discussion. I wonder. You say you are pure, no alien meddling in your construction, just the Warlord Okir.
Come on, Uvek. You want to try killing him? Give it your best shot.
Not yet. This deserves consideration.
Why?
Not
I'm
yet.
not getting any more natural.
You are powerful. You are a mistake. But your potential could tip the current balance of the clans.
You spit on my father's name, on Shepard's name, but now you stop ranting because I'm strong.
With restrictions. You could not breed, of course, or serve on an alien ship. But you'd be clan in name.
You talk like he's a thing. You're after his power. You don't really want him in your clan.
Of course not. I didn't really want to cooperate with Clan Urdnot either, but I had to. Clan Gatatog is on the verge, either of greatness or of joining the dust. I get traditional support if I fight you, and reformer support if I back you. Your rite of passage tipped that balance too.
Grunt can't
Nope.
settle for that. And I'm sure not allowing him to leave my crew.
It doesn't matter what you'd allow. Your authority doesn't go that far.
No, Gatatog, whatever order you about is that repulsive alien dares to.
Shepard may piss me off now and then, but they drain my tank for droppings like you. You're dead.
Ho 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 ho. Pow!
We've been spotted.
Get in there!
So yeah, I don't. By the way, I don't usually like that particular option because as it came across, it wasn't very nice. I actually heard the one where I say, I think Grunt says no, and Grunt would be like, it's like, you guessed right.
Melee focused enemy. Hostile unit. Attacking requested target.
Yeah, right on your ass.
Yes.
Dead eye for me.
He's dead.
Enemy charging.
Emergency shields engaged.
You know what?
Krogan moving for close quarters combat.
Uving is meat. Let's signal at the Keystone to get out of here and leave him to rot.
Oh, I didn't get to search that. Oh. But yeah, if you choose the middle option, and you're like, my guess is that Grunt would say no, and I think Grunt says something like, it's like, you know Grunt well, or, you know, it's like, you guessed right, something like that. But as you can see, the lowest option, not very good option, because then Grunt's like, it's like, hey, wait a minute, your authority doesn't go that far, like, it kind of makes me look worse than Uvank, you know? I picked it to kind of to show the choice, but it's not really a choice I really like, even a Renegade run, for the middle
passage, earning the honor of clan and name. Many survive, but it has been years since a Thresher Maw fell. Your names shall live in glory. Grunt, you are Urdnot. You may now own property. Join the army and apply to serve under a battle master.
Shepard is my battle master. He has no match.
Understood. Congratulations, Urdnot Grunt. Accept this token from Fortak. His weapons are the finest we have.
Tell me about Krogan rites and ceremonies.
You have seen the rite of passage. Krogans suffer the rite of life at birth, and the rite of honor when they wish to be considered for breeding. The rite of firsts is suffered before a Krogan faces a new enemy. A clan leader also undergoes many rites in service to the clan.
What rites did you go through to become Chief Shaman?
Becoming the shaman is excruciating. I passed through rites that made me wish to die. I carry the scars on my soul. I must perform rites each dawn and dusk to keep me bound into our Krogan nature. Our spirit is one of violence and death. I must be attuned to that.
Your job is awful.
Indeed.
Yep, indeed
I should
it
go.
is.
May your foes be strong enough to keep you sharp.
This looks interesting.
Alright. Grunt has joined Clan Urdnot and should be emotionally stable. Will monitor Krogan's progress of societal acceptance with Clan Urdnot. Hopefully clan bonds will not interfere with loyalty to Shepard. Data regarding Krogan clan politics. Useful. Right. Level 29. Almost at level cap. This is more shields, this is more duration. I mean, that's 3 times the normal length. So yeah, let's go with that. Alright.
I may be young, but I relay the wishes of the females. That's him.
You don't have the place to try.
Alright, so now let's make our rounds here now that Grunt's a part of the clan. Let's hear what Reeve has to say, if anything.
Congratulations, Shepard. Entering the rite of passage, surviving, and taking the time to plant Uvenk face down. Clan Urdnot honors you, especially for that last part. Facing a Thresher Maw on foot and killing it. It has been a long time. Since Rex, I believe. Always was a show-off. Grunt, you are now a part of Clan Urdnot. Welcome. You may eventually even be allowed to breed. Not sure a female will touch a tank bred, but tradition says you are strong.
Thanks for the information. We're going.
Goodbye, Shepard. Watch your back.
Huh. Yeah, we'll see how Reeve changes his tune when we get to 3.
Should I ask the female?
Though I will say, it would have been quite interesting if they had kept Jim Cummings to do his voice for
Here
the
you
third
kill the
game.
Thresher Maw.
Nope,
Stay.
still can't,
Welcome, Urdnot Grunt. My name is Ratch. You and your Krant will find many items of interest in my store.
The human is my battle master.
Of course. There's not much here for humans, but you can take a look if you want.
I should go.
Suit yourself.
Okay. I don't remember. So let's see. I have 300,000. I always liked picking up these pieces of armor. Increases negotiation bonus.
Now what's this?
Definitely want to get that. Those are the pieces, and like I haven't even really customized it much since I have gotten the other pieces. Let me go check the other shop over here first before I commit to purchasing
The
those
pits
other
have been a
pieces.
bloodbath ever since Urza's
See, I remember
handler
there
was
used to be
exiled.
like a little mini game you could play here, but it doesn't seem to be here now. I don't
What
know
do you
why.
need?
You see a lot of action around here?
We've got rival clans out there who want what. Other times, we play hide and seek. Don't know about the rest of your speech.
Okay,
Ignore them,
so
They're
I
not
wasn't sure if I
worth
could
the
get that just from talking to him. So let's go back over here.
You killed that Thresher Maw on foot?
Should you be
I like how they're like,
As I
what?
understand it, Clan Urdnot has a new member. So, you're our new warrior. The shaman gave you the customary upgrades, I assume. He's fast to pass off my work as his reward. Use them well. The Lord High Researcher for Clan Urdnot has no time to make replacements. But perhaps I can offer a discount.
Enjoy your research.
Yes, please.
Oh, I do? I do?
Oh, I do. And I don't see the discount. You lied!
We can use this.
Well, this is going to cost me a lot of credits. Down to 47,000.
Don't touch anything.
Alright, let me go grab those pieces.
This variant could track you anywhere on the planet.
Were you around when the female camps and the children over last week? You don't want anything I...
Okay. I may have to take time to go to my cabin and actually take a look at my armor pieces. See which bonuses I can get now from certain pieces. Try and keep the same basic appearance here, though.
Clan Urdnot has increased in strength after the destruction of Clan Werlock. In addition, killing the Thresher Maw has produced several breeding requests for Grunt and one for Shepard.
Ha!
Wonder what those tourists...
So, well, that proves Reeve
Go
wrong.
to the clan leader. Urdnot Grunt, you can go where you want.
That there are apparently some females who do wish to breed with Grunt. Of course, the joke that one of the Krogan actually wanted to wanted to have a chance to breed with Shepard. That's quite the joke. And Just love that Grunt's like, ha! I got more breeding requests than you did. Ha ha ha. I mean, when you think about it, though, considering Krogan culture, it's not really that unusual that there are some Krogan females that would look at Shepard and what he's done, and they'd be like, They'd be like, oh my. Of course, there aren't many cases I've heard. Obviously, there have been times where, as we saw on Ilium, a Krogan can be with an Asari. But not many other cases where a Krogan would be with something else. Alright. Got some other upgrades to take care of here. Oh, that's it for now. Morden! I think this is the,
Shepard, how can I help?
the talk where he gives one of my favorite.
Have you got a minute
moments.
to talk?
Yes, good timing, in fact. Excellent. Made breakthrough. Can share results while next samples grow. Hate waiting for culture analysis. Never fast enough. Usually no result in advance. Just checking work. Have to be careful. Getting off track. Discovery. Based on Prothean collector connection, can examine technology, chart Reaper species modification, fall of Protheans.
Does knowing how the Protheans fell tell us anything useful about how to stop the Collectors? Or the Reapers?
Not yet. More useful as motivation. Effects on Protheans more than indoctrination, body modification. No self-preservation instinct. Old injuries not healed, no reproduction, just cloning. Technology overriding biology, not augmenting. No art, no culture, closer to husks than slaves. Tools for Reapers. Protheans dead, Collectors just final insult. Must be destroyed.
I didn't think you needed any more motivation than you already had to stop the Collectors.
Enjoyed challenge. Saw necessity of attack on Collectors after Plague on Omega. Their work, my people. Hard to care about two armies. One wins, one loses. Always work to do after. Now, have more context. See what Collectors are. Wasn't looking for other work before. Don't mean to imply that. Just committed now. Won't let you down.
What is it about the Collector's modifications that bothers you so much?
Disrupts socio-technological balance. All scientific advancement due to intelligence overcoming, compensating for limitations. Can't carry a load, so invent wheel. Can't catch food, so invent spear. Limitations. No limitations, no advancement. No advancement, culture stagnates. Works other way, too. Advancement before culture is ready. Disastrous. Saw it with Krogan. Uplifted by Solarians. Disastrous. Powerful.
You blame the Solarians for what the Krogan did?
Yes, like giving nuclear weapons to cavemen. Krogan unprepared for spaceflight, technological advance. Krogan could have evolved alone, worked out aggression, been ready to use new tech responsibly. Instead, Solarians came, disrupted Krogan culture, used Krogan as blunt instrument against Rachni. Short-sighted. Foolish.
If you feel that way, why did you work on the genophage modification?
Talked before. Best option. That, or kill them all. If around during first contact, would have argued against it. Wasn't there then. Do what I can.
You said the Collectors had no art. I had no idea you cared about that kind of thing.
Personal interest negligible. Sang a little. Multi-species productions for cultural exploration. Gilbert and Sullivan always had me do the patter songs. But not about me. Cultural artistic expression reflects philosophical evolution, interest in growth, perspective, observation, interpretation. Suspect you won't see any art in collector base. Culturally dead. Tools for Reapers. Worse than the Geth.
I'm sorry, no, we have to go back to that, Morden. I need to clarify this. By the way, you know what's coming. And you're not going to see it, but I'm probably going to be mouthing along as he sings, because I don't know a single person who doesn't absolutely love this moment from Morden.
I'm sorry. I know that was important, but you performed Gilbert and Sullivan?
I am the very model of a scientist Solarian. I've studied species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. I'm quite good at genetics as a subset of biology because I am an expert, which I know is a tautology. My xenoscience studies range from urban to agrarian. I am the very model of a scientist Solarian.
Just love the little cough at the end. Man. Fun fact, and I noticed this from someone who did a playthrough of Mass Effect 3 back when it first came out, who actually did not do this because they didn't make all the rounds every time. But when Morden is at the top of the tower trying to save the cure to make sure it does get spread, he starts giving a different speech instead of singing the song, because in that person's previous playthrough, he didn't get to this scene. So if you don't get to the scene, he doesn't sing it in Mass Effect 3. But now he does. But that's not going to be what's going to be happening in this run when we get there. I'll show you what happens differently, as I have been kind of showing you how differently certain choices will affect certain things. But that is just so
Thanks for sharing what you've learned, Morton.
Proud to be here, Shepard. Thank you for including me.
Thank you for being here, Morden. Alright, so now let's have Grunt put on his new alternate skin. There we go.
Dear human, the clan leader told me how to get in touch with you. I don't remember much of what happened, but the chief scout said you pulled my quad out of the fire when I got caught and poisoned over at the Werelock camp. Thanks. Next time I have a chance to kill a human, I won't. Unless I go into a blood rage or something. I got to go to the female camp after I recovered, and it was pretty good. I was actually thinking of joining the blood pack before this happened. I think I'm gonna stay here instead. Erdnot Dark, Scout 2nd Class.
Alright. So, who can I talk to next? Thane. Let's go talk to Thane. Oh, we also gotta go talk to Grunt, of course. Of course we have to go talk to Grunt. And then I'll cut off the video, I'll head to my cabin and take a look at my armor pieces, see if there's anything I can change up. And then we will probably do Jacob's mission next. And then Samara's last. And you probably know why I'm doing Samara's last.
Do you need something? Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
As a rule, I'm not fond of surprises.
I didn't think it would be relevant. I expected to die without speaking to Kolyat again. I knew he'd blame me for Irika's death. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Irika. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles. Not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Hirashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
So how did she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Irika and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians. A slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the Shadow Broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me. So they went after her.
You're a smart man, Thane. You didn't take precautions?
I did. I should have done more. I knew my family was vulnerable. I accepted my death when I was 12. Nothing could make me accept theirs. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. I let them linger.
I don't blame you. They killed innocents to get to you.
For you and me, death is business. For people like them, it is sport. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Thane, the worst thing is to face death with regrets. You're part of my crew, and I consider you a friend. If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
I've never been part of a team. Assassins tend to be solitary. I'm learning the virtues of facing death with others at your side. It's a work in progress.
I mean... Can you really blame him? If your wife was tortured and murdered, would you not want to follow Thane's example? Probably should not, but wouldn't you want to? That's like probably the better question. It's not a matter of whether or not it's okay or whether or not it's good or bad or right or wrong. It's more of, would you not feel the same or want to do the same?
Urdnot grunt. I like it. I have a clan. That makes me... It makes me want to fight, not just able to. And Uvink, I wanted to disembowel him, to tear out his spine like a trophy.
Can you focus that on our real enemy? Or do I have to lock you up for the ship's safety?
I get it now. It's part of what I am. It was just delayed because of being tank bred. Now that I know it's not an outside thing, and I have a place as a Krogan, I like it. Our enemies are in trouble, Shepard, and we better not run out of targets.
I need you to stay in line, Grunt. If you can't stay focused, you're a danger.
I'd never stab you in the back, Shepard. Warriors like you and me, straight to the face. Kidding. Kidding.
Haha. Sure. I mean, I'd be okay if he wasn't kidding, because that's just the Krogan way. He's like, look, we don't stab you in the back. If we're gonna kill you, or stab you to kill you, we just do it just facing you, face to face. We don't do cowardly things like stabbing in the back and stuff like that. That's not the Krogan way. Alright. So I'm gonna head up to my cabin, take a look at my armor pieces, see if there's any changes I want to make, and then we will head off to do Jacob's loyalty mission and deal with the piece of garbage that is his father. Stay tuned.